HR Ministries, what is it? For 25 years now, people have asked that question regularly, and as the director, I want to share with you my heart. About 25 years ago, I went through the program Experiencing God, and most of what you'll hear today and see is about the response to what God's already doing, us adjusting to Him and seeing His power and glory in what He does and allows us to be a part of. I somewhat would tell you that our ministry is part of being a spiritual fishing guide, knowing where God's at work, taking people with us, showing them what to do, engaging in that process, and then letting them do that in a fashion that allows them to serve their local body and be a part of what God's doing in the kingdom. We do that through the opening of Job Corps, the prisons and the jails that God's given us a liberty to serve in and meet the needs of people as we do it. It comes through our local area where we have Joseph Storage Bin and other things where people participate with us. It also comes out of responses of things that interrupt us, like disaster relief, where God gave us the privilege of hosting teams to fix and build and do in the process of meeting the needs of people, to share the gospel and seeing people's lives change through the salvation that they received in that process. God gave us the liberty just recently to engage in foreign missions. That's through a process called New Ground, because God told us that He would give us new ground. Recently, we have been training in Ethiopia, Uganda. We have an opportunity in Kenya, Pakistan online, and even, as I talk about that, India. Well, what does that look like? Well, God's given us a privilege to connect to 30 Life Principles and the CBT, Chronological Bible Training, and as we do that, God is using us through the means of media in radio, podcasting, and other things that God's given us for digital missionary work, and we want people to be a part of that. As I say that, here's what I would challenge you. Our heartbeat is to encourage leaders and help pastors in this process to lead their people in a way that more people are fishing, more people are encouraged, and more people are doing what they're supposed to do with the Great Commission as we serve our local people and those that are abroad by engaging them with the ministry that God's given us. We like to host teams. For some 25 years now, whether it's been DR, whether it's going to the jail or the Job Corps or our local ministry, we have the facilities and opportunity to host teams to come and see what we're doing and participate in a way that gives them the tools to go back and do what God's given them to do in their local area. Here's what I'm telling you. Come see us. We want you to sign up, be a part of what's going on. Maybe you're to go overseas, maybe it's local, maybe it's to redevelop something in your local area, but we need you to come and be a part of what's going on. The second thing that I would tell you is this. Sometimes people ask us, what do you need? We need you to go. What does that mean? That means get on board, do what we're doing, and see what God wants to do with it, and be a part of the gospel ministry. We need you to pray. Join our prayer team, be a part of what's going on in that process, and at the same time, I hate to say it, but in your own way, you give. Give of your time, your talents, your resources, your money, whatever that may be that God leads you to do, because those resources are put together for what you've already seen, what we're doing, and what God wants to do in the future. From my heart to yours, here's what I would tell you. We understand that there's a literal place called hell. Hell is real ministries. Revelation 1:18 says, I am he that was dead, and yet I liveth, and today I hold the keys to death and hell. Our end goal of all of this is to share the gospel of Jesus Christ with people. I challenge you, find out what we're doing at HR Ministries. Let us be a part of your life, and we hope that it will change and challenge the lives of others. God bless.
Man, I just can't thank HR Ministries enough, and the team. They came expecting nothing from us. You know, they just wanted to pour into pastors, and that is rare. You know, And I've never been to a pastor's conference, pastor's wife conference, where, we were basically loved on like that. It's just phenomenal. It was so unusual that it caught us off guard to be loved on like that. It was a spirit-led conference where God's running the show. And that was really good to hear the other messages about the challenges of ministry and what, how to navigate those valleys. Letting people speak into us, love on us. They send us away with more luggage than we came. They're gonna load you down with the gifts and the stuff that just really is like, okay, this is grace with feet. HR Ministries is a great investment for any church.
Even those who lead, guide, and inspire others need a moment to recharge and reconnect with their calling. Join us for this uplifting experience at the Naphash Conference and Retreat in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Don't miss this 3-day event, March 31st through April 3rd. The registration deadline is February 7th, 2025.
On January the 8th, we left Atlanta, Georgia, made our way to Addis Ababa here in Ethiopia in order to carry out ministry. And I'm working this week with HR Ministries, and how my life has been blessed. We have trained literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pastors and national leaders in leadership. That's my passion, so I'm totally content if that's all I got to do. However, they took me into a market, no exaggeration, somewhere between 120 and 180,000 people. And we moved around in the back of a truck with a loudspeaker, preaching the gospel, seeing literally hundreds of men, women, boys, and girls surrender to Jesus. And then we preached in churches on Sunday. Church I happened to preach in was a church of 5,000 people. God greatly moved in that midst. And I was just one of a team of 20. Every single one of us were preaching the gospel somewhere. Then we went into a crusade. We started out by saying there must be 7,000. In a little while, the number jumped to 10, then 12. And then we're confident that over 20,000 people were there. And we were able to see a marvelous movement of the Spirit of God as once again, men, women, boys, and girls were changed for eternity. I love missions. Knowing Jesus gave us the final word, go into all the world and preach the gospel. And that's what we've done. Everywhere God's opened a door. You're talking about a ripe harvest, it's here. Let me finally say this. I've been to Uganda, been to Kenya, been to South Africa, and I love those places, but none of them are ever mentioned in the Bible. Over 70 times you will find Ethiopia mentioned. Could it be that God has a special place, special plan for this country? I don't know about you, but I want to be a part of it. We plan to come back, Lord willing, in 2025 in January. Why don't you reach out to us? HR Ministry, contact me, Johnny Hunt. Let's connect. Let's do ministry together here and wherever God opens the door around the world to make much of Jesus. God bless you.
Kevin Alexander here at Joseph Storage Bin again. We're outside today for our customer appreciation. We have been overwhelmed with your support this morning. Thank you so much for coming out supporting us. You know, this is more than a business. This is a mission and to fulfill a God-given mission, and not just to support this community with merchandise that's affordable for every group of people, but also to help do benevolence in our community. We do a lot of different things with housing and volunteerism and helping different agencies do volunteers work, and we have them that come in from everywhere as part of HR Ministries, of which Joseph's is a part of. So, but in supporting Joseph's, you support, again, the benevolence program here locally in Princeton, Caldwell County, spilling over into the surrounding region. We have prison ministries, we have Job Corps ministries going on. This helps support. We're in multi-states with those ministries now. And also, again, you've heard in other HR videos, this goes to help support our work in Africa and training pastors and help getting churches started over there and spreading the gospel of Jesus. So again, thank you. Thank you. We have customers come from the region. Thank you for supporting Joseph Storage Bin. It's our honor and pleasure to get to serve you, and we look forward to seeing you here at 126 West Main Street in Princeton. We're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., so come see us, and it will be our honor to meet you and serve you.
Just a little putting thing. So we need one person for that. One for a frisbee toss. One's a milk bottle toss. We need a table for that one. We need a ring toss. And we need a table for that. A rug toss.
We've traveled many miles this week. We've seen many things, and God done some things. But I just want to rewind, if I can, for just a moment back to 2023, and it was many of the team members' first trip to Ethiopia in 2023. We didn't know what to expect other than God said go, and we came, and you helped, and we were excited about that. And God did a tremendous work in 2023, and I had the privilege one day of going to some ground much like this, and we kind of went out there and we found a green army tent, and under that army tent was about 300 people, and we was the first missionary, first white man that ever went to that place and fell in love with those people. It is now not called the Green Army Tent. We actually know the name of the little village. It is called Morocho. When we rolled back into that place this year, and you'll see some footage of that, there was a church that was built that you helped build. You helped give funds that built that church. Now you're going to see a different style of church. They're country people. Just like our vision statement is at our church, we're country people doing life together, learning to love Jesus. And so that's what that church was doing. I had the privilege of preaching in 2024, just last week, the closing sermon of the crusade. And there was over 3,000 people in attendance. That's the difference that a year will make when we pray and we praise and we proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ. We want to give God the glory first and foremost, but I have to say thank you for praying.
Both ministries, Outreach HR Ministries and these In Touch Ministries, and came to Ethiopia and trained us. You know, I have no words to explain all of things what I gained from this both ministries. But the only thing I know that my life already changed. My mind already changed. I gained a lot of things which help me to do more, to preach more, to reach the lost more, you know, to move around as much as possible. God helping me for every directions. Lastly, never stop what you are doing. This is because the work is very huge, as God says. When you help us more, when you be with us more, we do more. Yes, we do more. We move more. We work more. We preach more. Yes, we reach the lost from the place here to far. Yes, by your help. So please help us, train more us. Yes, so God bless you for all things that we gain from you. And this is all about what I can say.
This is a massive undertaking here. Ethiopia is open to the gospel right now, and as Haile told me before, this is Ethiopia's season, and we don't want to miss it because God is moving here. And so, a couple of things I want you to do. Number one, I want you to pray. Say, God, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to give? If that's how God leads, then give. If you want me to pray, give, do that as well. Certainly pray. Everyone can pray. Everybody can give something, but many of us can go. And so if you want to be refreshed, and I can assure you, it is a labor of love. But when you see people come to Christ and you see the smile on the people's faces and you see the joy in the worship services, you will be so glad that you came. It is a critical work. The time is now, and I'm going to ask you to pray and ask what God would have you to do. Thank you so much for your time this morning, and I pray God's richest blessings upon you and everything you put your hand to, in His name and for His glory. Thank you.
Hey guys, this is Pastor Presley from First Baptist Church, Fredonia. And as you know, we just returned from Ethiopia back in January. And we're already looking forward to going back to Ethiopia in June. And this trip, we look forward to teaching the teachers We look forward to continuing the training with the pastors, and we know that we have only scratched the surface of what needs to be done in Ethiopia as far as facilities, as far as training, and we couldn't wait to get back to Ethiopia just because we've seen the opportunities that's there. And we hope that we can even have a more broader view of what needs to be done after our trip in June. So I look forward to sharing with you the opportunities that are there that you can get involved in, that you can sponsor, that your church or even individually that you can get behind. And we know that you'll be blessed because of it. So we look forward to coming back to you and speaking and talking about what we did and what God did, more importantly, on this trip in June. So God bless, and we'll talk to you soon.
We want to challenge you first and foremost to pray for this mission support team number 3. They have various roles and responsibilities, but ultimately our goal with New Ground is to train and equip pastors and leaders. We challenge you as you support what's going on in the days ahead to remember that there's more to the picture than you've just seen. We'll come back with more in the days ahead. God bless and thank you for being a part of what's going on in New Ground.